try my cracked chicken.
I want to have that tomorrow.
Oh. Didn't know it was a community pot.
I'm ready, but I have no idea what we're doing. I need the Swede. Where's the Swede?
We're just out here getting it done.
Do you need to seek medical attention?
I think so. I might lose my temper.
That's a prostate.
You'll find out.
Forward! That didn't take much.
Larson?
You never know what we're gonna get into, right, Dougal? Ah! You're in the rhubarb! I'm having fun. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for stopping in. You're going to witness something that Brody has been hounding me for how long, Brody?
2 months.
2 months. And we finally come to the day that I've completed the dozer.
If Johnny's watching, he's gonna be like, wow, they just got that done.
Yeah, we pulled it in on like his last day of working here for the fall / early winter, and yeah, it's just been finished. Okay, so we did actually end up buying the front headliner. Dad wanted the front headliner, and that was like $200 and some. And we're off to cement. So, Dad did end up buying a new front headliner, only the front for some reason. I think the back was more expensive. I don't know. Now I feel like we should have bought the whole thing because now it just looks dumb. So if you guys didn't see the video when we brought this in the shop, there was literally 10 mice living in this headliner. So that's why it was junk. Got a new one. The old one was all ate up and stinky and totally shot. And the long and the short of that was it needed a water pump, we found out, and a bunch of other just maintenance stuff. And then I lost motivation and it took 2 months. Work smarter, not harder, right? So believe it or not, surprising enough I should say, you don't smell like mice in here. I think by them getting into the headliner and us getting rid of that, and then we sprayed bleach all over the steel, that helped a lot. We've had them get into like the air conditioning system and heater core and stuff. That's when you never get the smell out of the cab. It's the first time I've seen her in a shed on this farm.
It's a great shed, too.
Yeah. That's a really realistic skylight there. Oh.
You know what? It's kind of cold outside.
Yeah, it's like 9 degrees out, I think. Well, I figured we may as well park it inside since the snowblower isn't sitting there, and that's some protection. Good evening, guys. Good evening. It's supper time. It is supper time, and I'm not cooking tonight. That's where today's video sponsor comes in, Factor. And what's on the menu is pork ragu. It's actually my favorite meal from Factor. So I go on the internet to their website and I choose what I want to eat, how many times a week, a month, or whatever. Select when I want it delivered. And there is tons and tons of different plans. You can get, I believe, breakfast, you can get shakes, smoothies, green drinks. I definitely always go for the dairy-free. I believe they have vegan. Vegan is always one that I know is dairy-free also. So I really like Factor because I'm a busy guy and I don't have time to, well, do dishes. Actually, these are all brand new. Don't even have anything to work with tonight. So Factor it is. So I really like Factor for how it fits into my busy lifestyle. Oh. And for nights like this or days where I don't want to cook, clean, do dishes, and just pop it in and ready in 2 minutes. So if you guys have a busy lifestyle or just, you know, want to take some workload off a few times a week, every day of the week, try out Factor. So if you guys have any interest, you can go to the link below or head to factor75.com and use 50 Larson, and that'll get you 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box. Once again, guys, that is factor75.com, or go to the link in the description, use code 50 Larson, get 50% off your first box and free shipping. Let's get back to today's video. Are you cold? Yeah. She sounds terribly cold. So big Longhorn here has got to go to town. It's got some, what is it? Certified warranty or something?
It's some special thing.
Warranty program. So we figured it's best to have them do the service work, oil change and everything, so it's documented. So I have no idea if you can maintain them.
There she
Whoa! Violent. But regardless, we're gonna bring it in and have them check it out. Wow. Better not put a lift kit in her. I dislike winter a lot. I'm just not built for the cold. You're just gonna leave this run until you go home? We did have it plugged in, but you could tell it knew that it was not nice out. He didn't get stole.
I made it back.
He's back. He's back. And it's the next day.
I didn't quite get my bronze on.
No, I was looking at the temperature down there. It wasn't much better than here.
We did get into the 30s.
We were
Goes to Mexico's for the 30s.
Yeah. No, it was surprisingly cold, but that's what the desert does at night.
They make you sleep outside?
No, but there is no insulation or heat in that house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it was chilly, but they did give me one blanket to lay underneath.
Did get your deer though.
I did.
What he went for, he did get a deer.
Yep.
Well, we are glad that you made it back across the border.
Yeah.
In one piece.
We had
Do we have to do any cavity searches?
No, I still have both my kidneys.
So me and Brody have been doing,
Everything and everything.
yeah, a little bit of everything. We've worked a little on this. We've worked a little on this. Worked a little on that. Think we finished that, but we're not sure because you worked a little on that.
Did the dozer.
You got the dozer out finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
No more mice.
What
Well,
else did we do?
till it's outside.
For now.
That's about it.
That was about it. So instead of completing one of our 14 projects we got going, we started another one. He's went on vacation, comes back, and starts a new project.
I need to start with something easy. A T-track is easy.
So he drained the oil. And I said, we have no oil to put in there. And the oil guy came.
The bulk delivery guy, right on time.
It's got the petcock, so it'd be easy. But I don't want to haul all the new oil over here, so.
Oh, you didn't drain.
I need you to move your project so I can get my project over.
You started that one.
You can get out.
So I've trying to complete a project, and I am making new unload auger chains. So instead of buying the pre-cut chain from Deere, we bought a 50-foot roll from Deere, which was actually the cheapest place we price checked. Dad price checked like 3 different places. So that's 50 feet of 80 heavy chain. So I'm gonna cut it. My nice chain breaker is not equipped to go up to that size. So more sorting.
He never ordered them.
Where do they come from?
Looks like case.
Well, you know how many of these I have now?
They must have been on sale when you bought them.
Did you find more when you were sorting?
Well, because I've sorted and grouped everything in one nice spot, My bin is no longer going to be big enough to house all these too.
So you're saying we need a big bolt bin?
I've needed a big bolt bin for a long time.
Like that, we've got 2 unload auger chains made, and maybe enough for 1 more. Add to the wall of shame.
Yeah, I don't know where to hang it.
Show them what it is. We found a bunch of pieces still up underneath the new motor, and Brody
I think when I was
wants to put it on the wall of shame.
One's tied to the pry bar.
So John Deere wouldn't let us keep any of the cool stuff. Actually, we tried to keep some, and then our dealership called us and said Mother Deere wants the piston rod back, so we had to return it. Because I'm guessing that they want to try to understand why the rod came out the side of the piston, so they wanted all the parts. Well, there is thousands of little pieces like that all up in the engine bay and probably all over the field. I'm busy making chains, and this chain was a pain in the butt for us this season, which is why I'm going to tell you guys to replace this chain every year. It's going to save you a lot of headaches that we got to experience this season. Not that it really takes a lot of load, that I think, like it's 60 light chain. It drives all these components here, and the rethrasher and the return. Apparently it wears out really quick because we ran this for 2 seasons on my combine, and it must have been 2 seasons on Brody's, and they both stretched enough that they actually would not fit into the sprocket on the rethrasher, and they kept popping off, and we both had to replace these in season. So this combine has a season and a half on it and is going to get a new chain because I'm not messing around with that. I think we're good. So me and Brody were actually just talking about this machine, and it hasn't been Brody cleaned as far as like, well, it hasn't been blown off properly. It was been washed, but like if you take the rotor covers off, it's full of soybean residue. So that means the front beater that we have to put swept back wings on is going to be clumped full of soybean dust. And on top of that, our first crop we're going into is going to be black beans. And black beans and soybeans are about the worst thing you can mix together and bring to a edible bean plant because soy is an allergen. Is that tomorrow's job when it's nice 30-some degrees out that we blow a combine off? I thought we were done with that.
Yeah.
Hey, how
Clean
about that guy?
Clean up one combine to get rid of it, and then fill up the new one that comes.
Yeah, I'm
Makes
not
real
super
sense.
thrilled about that, but
It is
it's
what it is.
gonna be what it's gonna be. So let's talk about a couple other things on this combine. We have to replace, even though it's very, what I'd call low-houred machine, I think it's 400 engine hours, so the separator's obviously less. This thing is missing a ton, or was missing a ton of chopper hammers right here, these things. Actually is missing, well, there's 4 sets replaced, which caused the chopper to vibrate so bad from the, I don't know if it was the previous owner or the rental, then when it got leased out, but it cracked all of this apart, so this is new. A couple other pieces on the chopper are new, but I think both sides of this chopper got replaced before we leased it. And we were told about it, we knew about it, but something about deer had a bad set of hammers, and they know about that, so we are going to replace, they've replaced a few of them here. We are going to go through and replace all the rest of them, because if we've lost that many and had that issue, I think it's just best to not go into a season with that problem and possibly throw some hammers, not notice it. I don't know how you don't notice a vibration that bad, but I don't know. Long story short, we're going to replace that, get ahead of that issue. The other thing, you guys have seen us do it before, this pre-cleaner right here that's coming out. The very interesting thing that conversation always brings up, a lot of strange comments, like why would you take it out? And well, isn't it there for a reason? The S7 900 don't have one. I looked. I don't know if they changed something to compensate not having it, but regardless, all our 790s we pull those out of. So that is coming out, and the S7 900 does not have that in it. So these chopper hammers, I believe is what they're called, are actually weighted. So each one of these boxes, there might be 20 some on it, but they're all weighted per box, so you have to put them on in a special order so that you don't throw it out of vibration because of how quickly that rotates. So there's instructions in here in each box that tells you the order of how to put them on. Chopper blade replacement kit. Thought they were called hammers. There they are. Look at how thick this book is to tell you how to put the hammers on. Oh, we got Chinese in here.
You're Spanish, I might know that.
There's 2 pages in this whole thing that tells, yep. I would like to say it's too early in the day to read, but no, that's just how pathetic I am.
Yep, we all spell it.
Yeah, there's actually 2 pages in this whole thing that tells you the order of how to do this. Bushing, this bushing, this piece, this piece. Okay, I'm sure that looked a lot shorter and easier than it was. It's easy, but kind of cumbersome up in there. Anyway, I got them all replaced, or all but the 4 that were replaced by John Deere. I have verified they're all tight. I have verified they are all free spinning, or swinging, I should say. Yeah, that job done. I have 4 extra, which is 2 sets. I think I remember this from the last time I did it, there's just more in the kit than what comes, or what's on there. So I'm actually gonna keep those for spares in case I break them. So if I break them, my understanding from the instructions is I replace 2 on one side of the rotor and, well, what do you call it? Chopper? Rotor? It's a rotor. Replace 2 on each side and ready to go. So I am going to keep those in case that happens. Hopefully it don't happen though. Yeah, so we actually had, well, we only had 1 combine inspected because we had not bought this one yet, and this one was inspected or in on the lease deal. So it was like $650 to have a combine inspected, or like $950 to have 3 items inspected. So we had the combine inspected, this tractor, and they have to come back to do the 9RX. But like they found, they write down everything, such as like, oh, this is dead. This oil leak here, it's getting quite bad. It's like this front timing cover, or whatever that cover is leaking. So they like write that down and the estimated hours and the job. Stuff like that leak maybe should be fixed, but it ain't gonna get fixed. That's gonna be getting ran. You just kind of, that's what the dipstick and oil fill is for. When she runs low, you add more. So like, it's kind of cool having stuff inspected like that because they catch stuff like wires that are rubbed through, the oil leak, which I knew it was leaking, but yeah, stuff like that I guess we would catch an oil leak, but the wires I probably wouldn't have worried about, but they suggested either wrapping it or liquid taping these, or replace the whole harness ultimately in the long run. Are you petting your rocks?
I want to know who lifted this one up here. Because that one looks heavy.
Someone bigger than me.
Did you lift this rock in here? You did this one, I'm sure.
I don't know. I don't remember. They all look the same. I don't see colors.
These all look the same to you.
Probably on my shoulder is blown off.
That's a flat one. Those are ones that get stuck in tillage equipment.
I think I'm gonna go try my cracked chicken.
I want to have that tomorrow.
Oh, you think so? Didn't know it was a community pot.
Fine, that's here.
Can I borrow your Buick since you brought one in my trailer?
Yeah, you can have my Buick.
Have it.
Yeah.
I gave
We're
it
in a
to
giving
him,
mood
he
here
gives it to
tonight.
you.
Have it.
And then I'll sell it.
Take it. Fair trade.
No.
Buick trailer. Fair trade.
All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned something. Hope you laughed. Anyways, we're going to keep picking away in here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. It truly would mean a lot to us. Hit the thumbs up also if you enjoyed this video. And please stop back in the next one to join along and farming. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.